In this video, I'm going to show you how to take ugly photos and make them into an amazing black and white. Bonjour, my name is Serge. I'm a French photographer from the amazing, the incroyable city of Paris, France. And I love black and white. I've done 2 books on black and white, which are all sold out. And I want to show you how the masters do black and white. So this is Ansel Adams, and this is one of his most famous photos called Moonrise on Hernandez. I think that's the name of the photo, and that's before the retouching and that's after the retouching. So the way Ansel used to work is that he used to project light through a negative onto a positive paper, and the more he would project the light, the more the photo would get dark and printed. Now if you wanted to make some part of the photo brighter, he would use, that's his son, Ansel and Son, showing the dodge tool. The dodge would prevent the light from touching the paper, thus making this area brighter. Okay, and then in the 60s and the 70s, all the masters of black and white used to give instructions to retouchers, developers, and they would do this circle, say, make this brighter, make this darker, make this brighter. It's called dodge and burn. Dodging, making brighter, burning, making darker. And so this is some examples which are very famous from Magnum. This is Audrey Hepburn, this is James Dean. And I'm going to show you exactly the workflow that I use, which I've done for all my books, on how to turn such an ugly photo like this into an amazing. But before I show this to you, I want to talk to you about the 5-day deal. The 5-day deal is the 10th anniversary. If there is any product you should buy this year to learn photography, this is it. Basically, it's many photographers that come together and give some of the best product, and for a very low amount. You can buy this bottle for $98 and it's over $2,000 worth of product. But they just, this morning, if you buy it from me, they just added my latest 3 courses, which is my new course on composition. It's 2 hours of me traveling the world and showing you how to get the best photos, pro camera technique to use with your camera, and my whole new Fine Art Masterclass, Dull to Dramatic. This is my best course ever with all the latest tool. You can get all of that. This is almost $3,000 value for a very limited time only. The link is under the video. Let's get this party started. The first thing that I do, it's a 5-step process. Step number 1, of course, I go to black and white and I deal with the exposure. So on this one, I'm gonna open the shadow and I'm gonna bring down the highlights. Okay, it's gonna look very dull. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is, you see, I'm going to hold on the Option key on my keyboard. If you're on a Windows, you got to hold on the Alt key. And I'm going to take that black slider and I'm going to go all the way until I've got about 3-4% of pure black. What you see here, these pixels are 100% black. There is no more information. It's just black, black, black. Okay? And then I'm going to take the white slider and I'm going to reveal the photo. Okay? I'm going to reveal the photo. Okay, that's already pretty good. I don't want to make it too bright, something like this. And then you can add some contrast to it if you want. And that's the first step, and it does a lot because it's like a very strong contrast. But we're going to do it more. We're going to do a lot of dodge and burn to make it even more. First, I'm going to show you how to do it by hand, slowly but surely. Then I will show you how to do it with my new, latest black and white, like the Masters preset, that you can get for free if you get this 5-day deal. The link is under the video. You're going to love this. Okay, so the next thing you need to do is adjust the white balance to make your black and white even better. Check this out. If I move my blue slider, look how the how the black and white totally change. So I think I want to make it a bit lower because I want to do like a frame in a frame. I want to get a bit of details here, but not too much. And I want to get more details in the sky. So I just move this. And then the next step is you go to the black and white slider. And what you can do here, you see you got the different colors, the red, the orange. I know this photo has got a lot of magenta or a lot of purple. So magenta, purple, blue. Yeah, look at that. It's got lots of blues. And so if you move things around, you can make, basically what it does, it takes whatever is blue and makes it darker or brighter, right? Now, honestly, the best way, and if you do something you don't like, you can double click and it goes back in the middle. The best thing is to use this tool here called the targeted tool. And I'm going to click and drag on the sky. And what it's going to do, it's going to detect whatever color is under my mouse here. And if I go down with my mouse, it's going to make it darker. If I go up, it's going to make it brighter. Okay. And so that's pretty interesting. And voila. So again, I repeat, let me show you where we are now. We started here And this is where we are now, okay? Already pretty dramatic with just 3 steps. Remember, exposure, white balance, and color mix. Once you've done that, let's do the dodge and burn. But first, before you do dodge and burn, you need to make the photo straight. So how do you do that? You go to the transform and you click on auto and it's gonna make it super straight, which is great. This one I want to crop. Any cropping or transformation has to be done before dodge and burn. Why? The cropping is gonna make the border change, so it's gonna change the dodge and burn. So you always need to crop first. So on this one, I think I'm gonna go, let's go here, maybe 9 by 16, 16 by 9. Yeah, something like that. And I just want to make sure it's very centered. Now maybe let's go 4 by 5. 4 by 5, that's Ansel Adams. Now it's too narrow. So you know what? I'm just going to do some random thing. It's for the internet. I don't care. I'm not going to print this one, although I could print it. I'm going to make a... What I want to make sure is that the Louvre is really in the middle, that is very well centered. Okay, perfect. So now I'm ready to do the dodge and burn. And on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first take a gradient here, a linear gradient, and I'm going to click and drag here, and I'm going to lower the exposure, okay? And that value of minus like 0.64 is going to be from the top here to here at full strength, and from the red dot to the white dot, it's going to be on a gradient. So my gradient can be very short or very big. On this one, I'm going to make a bit of a big gradient like this, but I think the frame, I want the frame to be, I'm going to try something. I want to see like Alan Schaller style, if I can. Alan Schaller is very known for making dramatic black and white. I want to see if I can crush the blacks completely. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here and I'm going to take the object, select object, that gives you a brush. And I'm going to just brush here all around the, arc, that sort of gate that I shot it from. I'm gonna go all around like this and let go. Hopefully it's gonna, look at that, it did a pretty good job, but it missed here. So how can you add what's missing? Well, you click here, you click on add, and you take again the same thing, the select object, and you just brush on what was missing here, and boom. Now that is selected. What you see here in red is selected, and I can just lower the exposure of that thing, to make like a perfect frame in the frame. I like that a lot on this one. Okay, now I want to go back here and I want to make a selection of the sky and make the sky more interesting. So maybe let's make the sky, let's boost the white in the sky to make it brighter, and maybe crush the blacks to get more contrast. Maybe a bit brighter. Yeah, something like that. Check it out. So that's just a mask for the sky. Just made it slightly brighter. And then I feel like I want to do something inside of, I feel it's too dark inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a big linear gradient. I'm going to click and drag and make it in the middle here. And I'm just going to increase the exposure. Yeah, I don't like what it's doing on the sky, so I'm going to make it just on the pyramid here. I want to just bring a bit of light inside here. Because, at the end of the day, I want to make a very dramatic photo like that. And what do you think? Pretty cool for, it's a pretty cool black and white, right? This is where we came from, and this is where we are. Pretty cool now. Okay, cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to install the preset that you can get for free if you get the 5-day deal. All you have to do is purchase the 5-day deal, and we will email you the black and white presets right at the end when the sale is over. So to install them, it's very simple. You just go to File, Import, Develop, Profile, and Presets, and then you're gonna get this black and white masters.zip, and boom, you install it. And now let me show you. I'm gonna retouch really quick a lot of photos using this new black and white like the masters. So you got darker, lighter, and normal. In this case, I'm gonna go darker, one click, and I can just adjust the white balance. Remember, you always have to do that. I can hold on the Option key to check my black point, maybe a bit stronger, and voila. I got a crazy black and white of Iceland. Let's do another one, this one here. So darker, lighter, normal. I think normal in this case is pretty good. And of course I need to make it straight. So I'm gonna make it straight, auto. And then in this case, I think I wanna make the sky a bit dark. So I can go and, I can select the sky and make it darker. The preset is only a starting point to help you make the photo that you want. And you can adjust, the contrast or the exposure, but you know, it's pretty cool result in a few clicks. Okay, let's make this black and white here. And I've used this on over 10,000 photos that were not taken by me. I think on this one, I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna go to normal. I wanted to make it very dark. I'm gonna do the black key, maybe boost the white a little bit, maybe boost the exposure slightly. But look at that, a few clicks and I got a really strong black and white. If you think it's too, you got everything here, all the dodge and burn, his name is Sky 1, Sky 2, so you can move things around if you think it's too much. If the burning is too much, burning means making it darker, you can make the gradients bigger, make them lower. Like here, I think it's too much, so I can make this bigger and then lower. And it's, you know, how you want it, you know. But something like that I kind of like, okay? And then let's do some more. I mean, look how fast I can go. I can do like incredible black and white in so little time. I think I'm gonna go to lighter on this one. And then I'm just gonna click on transform. I mean, it's just a few clicks. And it works. It works on any kind of, no matter what your camera is. The best is to do it on a RAW file. It can work on a JPEG, but it's gonna be weird. You see, and voila. So you get that for free if you get the 5-day deal. The 5-day deal is the best deal of the year. If there's any bundle you wanna buy, that's the one. I've been with them for 10 years and it's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So get the 5-day deal. The link is under. You're gonna get all my latest courses plus my black and white preset, the best deal of the year. Thank you very much. I'll see you in another video.